Okay, I've spent a lot of time in looking at Hosea 5:15. Where the Most High said, "I'm gonna go to my place till they acknowledge their offense." So I spent a lot of time in showing, how we offended the Most High and how we're rebellious and so forth, and how the righteous going to inherit the kingdom, and those that are wicked are not, and be cast into the lake of fire. So I want to go into, I don't like to just bring about one side. I want to show you something, and I've showed it before, but I want to go a little deeper into it with more scriptures, and we're gonna look at this as far as what's marvelous in the eyes of the Most High. So I'm gonna go to 2nd Ezra 7 and verse 49. Ezra was given 204 books. He brought the word of the Most High, the Bible, back to us because we had lost it. We have 80 books. 66 plus the 14 books of the Apocrypha makes up the 80 books. Some of you don't even have 80 books. You only have 66. So it's 124 books that majority of the Israelites don't have a clue of. You see what I'm saying? So I'm looking at what's marvelous in the eyes of the Most High because we offended him. And we got to look at what it is, at least for me. I looked at you, asking him to guide me and show me certain things so that we can look at what's marvelous in his eyes. So 2nd Ezra 7, and I'm going to go a little deeper into it than before. It says, "For what profit is unto us," is 2nd Ezra 7:49, if there be promised us, including himself, this Ezra, in immortal time, nobody got more books than him. Whereas we have done the works that bring death, that's including himself. He said, whereas we, including himself, have done the works that bring death, and that there is promised us an everlasting hope, whereas ourselves, including himself, being most wicked, are made vain, and that there are laid up for us dwellings of health and safety, whereas we have lived wickedly, and that the glory of the Most High is kept to defend them which have led a weary life, whereas we, including himself, a righteous man, have walked in the most wicked ways of all, and that there should be showed a paradise, that's the kingdom, whose fruit endure forever. Hear that? Whose fruit endure forever. You pick a fruit and it's going to grow right back. Wherein is security and medicine, since we, including himself, shall not enter into it. See? So now when you go to 2nd Ezra 8 and 48, because I asked the question, what's marvelous in the eyes of the Most High? So, and in this also thou art marvelous before the Most High. Talk about Ezra, from all we just heard just now. And we're going to hear it more and more from other prophets. In that thou hast humbled thyself. That's the first thing to say. He humbled himself, as it becometh thee, and hast not judged thyself worthy to be much glorified among the righteous. So we're keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, but we don't look at ourselves as being judged as one of the righteous. You heard him saying, we have sinned against you. We. Keep that in mind. Ourselves. He says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time, when the last days shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride, right? Great pride. So he told Ezra, but understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. How was he? Verse 49, and that thou hast humbled thyself. So Ezra was humble, as it becometh thee, and hast not judged thyself worthy to be much glorified among the righteous. That's how he was. So looking at that, now we go to the prophet Daniel. Daniel, the 9th chapter. Let's look at verse 5. Daniel was a righteous man, but listen to what it says. We have sinned, include himself. He's not counting himself as one of the righteous. Say, we have sinned and have committed iniquity and have done wickedly and have rebelled even by departing from thy precepts and from thy judgments. See? Neither have we hearkened unto thy servants, the prophets. Neither have we, hear that? That's very important. Hearken unto thy servants, the prophets, instead of, like we just heard, why you want vainglory? Worthless glory in hell. You in hell, but you want to be somebody in hell. Come on, man. Neither have we hearkened unto thy servants, the prophets. That's including himself. A righteous man, which spake in thy name to our kings, our princes, and our fathers, and to all the people of the land. See, our people so programmed to look at somebody that's prideful. That's the fire. They want you to be all prideful, like the world is. That's why going to be a lot of great miseries on the people, because of great pride. We just read it. So they don't know nothing about humility. Verse 8, O Most High, to us belong confused in the face. We don't know who we are. I got 104 different identities. Who you are? What's your race, brother? Sisters, mainly brothers. 104 different identities. Confusing the faces. To our kings, to our princes, and to our fathers, because we have sinned against thee, against the Most High. To the Most High, our power belongeth mercies and forgivenesses. Though we, including himself, have rebelled against him. This marvelous in the eyes of the Most High. You better hear this. Neither have we obeyed the voice of the Most High, our power, to walk in his laws. The same thing you preachers saying we ain't under. We not under the Most High's laws. Neither have we obeyed the voice of the Most High, our power, to walk in his laws, which he set before us by his servants, the prophets. Yeah, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, going all the way back to the law of Moses, the servant of the Most High, because we, I got to emphasize that we, because you got to hear this, have sinned against him. Come on. Make it mean something different. Y'all got to hear this. Verse 14, therefore have the Most High watched upon the evil that happened to us as the Israelites for breaking his laws and brought it upon us. But he warned us. For the Most High, our power is righteous in all his works which he doeth. For we obeyed not his voice. And now, O Most High, our power, that has brought thy people forth out of the land of Egypt with a mighty hand, and have gotten thee renowned as at this day, we have sinned. We have done wickedly. You're hearing it over and over again. This was marvelous in the eyes of the Most High, that you don't count yourself as one of the righteous, but we are wretched and wicked. You're going to see, O Most High, according to all thy righteousness, I beseech thee, let thine anger and thy fury be turned away from thy city, Jerusalem, thy holy mountain, because for our sins, including himself, and for the iniquities of our fathers, Jerusalem and thy people are become a reproach, a disgrace to all that are about us. Verse 18, O Most High, O my power, incline thine ear, Baba Kushah, please, and hear, open thine eyes, and behold our desolations in the city which is called by thy name. For we do not present our supplication before thee for our righteousness, but for thy great mercies. O Most High, hear, O Most High, forgive, O Most High, hearken and do. Defer not for thine own sake, O my power, for thy city and thy people are called by thy name, Yashar Allah. Yerushalayim. Look. And whilst I was speaking and praying and confessing my sins and the sin of my people Israel, you hear that? Not including some of one of the righteous. And presenting my supplication, crying to the Most High before the Most High, my power. For the holy mountain of my power. Yeah, whilst I was speaking in prayer, even the man Gabriel, this is angel Gabriel, whom I had seen in a vision at the beginning, being caused to fly swiftly, an angel, touched me about the time of the evening obligation. And he informed me and talked with me and said, O Daniel, I am now come forth to give thee skill and understanding. At the beginning of thy supplications and the commandment came forth, and I am come to show thee, for thou art greatly beloved. Therefore understand the matter and consider the vision. You see? He started telling them, but you see the prayer that he prayed to the Most High. We have sinned. You see, that's what's marvelous before the Most High. Oh, we're going to continue on this one. Just a moment.